five! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
Up first, breaking news. Protesters gather at Tempe PD, then march through the streets demanding justice against a police officer who shot and killed a 14-year-old burglary suspect. It's one of 3 officer-involved shootings with swift-moving developments tonight, including a separate protest for another teen police shot and killed, and a man shot after he lunged at a deputy with rocks and a knife. Good evening, everyone. I'm Caribe Devine.
And I'm Mike Gonzalez in for Mark Curtis tonight. You're getting the best live team coverage tonight. Ryan Cody brings us new details on the suspect accused of being a terrorist with ties to ISIS in just a minute. But first, Bianca Bono live in Tempe tonight with breaking details on the protest centered around a 14-year-old suspect shot to death. Bianca?
Well, guys, these protesters say some Tempe police officers are just too quick to pull the trigger and say the death of a 14-year-old suspect is part of a bigger systemic problem within the department.
Que me hagan el favor de decirle que sintió haber matado a un niño.
The grieving mother of 14-year-old Antonio Gonzalez wants answers.
¿Tú te diste cuenta que él era un niño?
A Tempe police officer shot her son to death on Tuesday.
They don't want to tell us where he got shot. It's just very hard for all of us.
Dozens of protesters joining his family outside the Tempe Police Department.
No justice! No peace!
Tempe police claim the teen was breaking into cars near 48th Street and Baseline, and he ran when police showed up.
During the foot chase, the suspect turned towards the officer, at which time the officer perceived a threat and fired his service weapon at the suspect.
Police initially saying Arce was armed with a handgun, later learning it was a replica airsoft gun.
This is a child. There are people who commit heinous crimes and are taken into custody without a scratch.
During the 12 News live stream of the protest, some viewers in support of the officer's actions. Edward Murray writing, airsoft rifles are guns and look just like the real thing. If a police officer is faced with that, how can you know if it's real or not?
Say his name, Antonio Gonzalez!
But Arce's family says they want justice.
Quiero justicia para mi hijo. Necesito justicia.
And Tempe Police is holding a press conference here tomorrow where they say they'll be releasing new information about this case. By the way, the officer involved was wearing a body camera. We have requested that footage. We're live in Tempe tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News at 10.
All right, Bianca, thank you.